Man, that footage gets me every single time. Hopefully you were intrigued or maybe even a little bit creeped out by that teaser, but either way, we're excited that you've taken the time to check us out. I'm Amari Matlock, one of the creators, the writer, director, and producer of this project, Tales from the Blood Fairies. Tales from the Blood Fairies is a proof of concept miniseries that explores the dark and twisted underpinnings of the world's most beloved fairy tales, the original versions. Truths like Peter Pan actually kidnapped children, Sleeping Beauty was not only kissed while she slept, but sexually violated, and the Big Bad Wolf ate not only grandmother, but Little Red Riding Hood. Our anthology-style stories incorporate the spirit and the lessons of the original iterations, but set in modern-day stories and situations. We started this journey a little over 5.5 years ago, and if you know anything about dark fantasy and horror, it's not cheap. From day one, this project has been completely self-funded and produced with literal blood, sweat, and tears from dozens of unbelievably talented cast and crew members determined to create something epic. With characters and locations that are completely fictional and larger than life, we had to tackle this project in 2 phases. So for phase 1, we shot and produced the horror segments of this project, which consisted of 4 short films that were also designed as a standalone film until we finished phase 2. We decided to do The Little Old Lady That Lived in a Shoe, The 3 Little Pigs, The Little Mermaid, and Peter Pan, all set in modern-day settings, each one extremely different but twisted in their own right. This film was officially selected to be in several film festivals and extremely well received in all of them. It also screened in all 11 of Cedar Fair's theme parks across the country during Halloween Hunt in 2016, definitely becoming a defining moment for us. So despite the hesitation due to financial restraints, we decided to move forward with phase 2. Phase 2 was considerably more difficult, not to mention expensive. This was the fantasy portion of the project, where practically everything had to be made from scratch. Although these locations and characters were bigger than life, the story was more intimate. The story focuses on the hostile encounter of 2 very unlikely characters. One being an ambitious young elf responsible for helping keep the balance of magic on Earth, and the other being a relentless, older human woman determined to use any amount of power that she can muster to destroy an ancient and powerful deity. So as you can see, more than 90% of this project is finished. We've completed all of phase 1 from pre-production to post-production. We've also completed all of pre-production, principal photography, and some of post-production on phase 2. But credit cards are maxed out and funds are running low. But the simple truth is, this project is something that we truly believe in. We have and we will continue to sacrifice to see this thing through, but we do need your help. We have 100+ visual effects shots remaining, scores to be created, sound design, color grade, and a final edit to be produced. And all of these things add up quick. We've been fortunate to shoot the majority of this project here in Cincinnati and in Dayton, Ohio, which definitely helped us stay under budget, but without sacrificing for quality. Because again, the talent in this area is simply incredible. But now we're getting close to wrapping this thing up, and we're getting ready to pitch this project to distributors, which we've already been in contact with, so things are actually looking really good. This project personally means the world to me, because there aren't very many filmmakers in this genre that looks like me. Very few films in the horror and sci-fi genre are written from the perspective of Black and brown people, unfortunately. But I do believe that the tide is beginning to change. With the smash hits such as Black Panther, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Get Out, I believe the world is ready for something fresh. Much like the original Brother Grimm fairy tales, we plan to tell stories from the perspective of people from all walks of life, especially the common person. Hopefully enlightening and showing the world that we have more in common than different. I thank you for checking us out, and hopefully you decide to help us push this project into the world while broadening the scope of these genres forever.